I'm very excited to share the news with you that I finally got my PMP certification done.
Thanks to EduHubSpot.com and Varun's mentorship.
The material provided by EduHubSpot is fantastic and the mentoring is phenomenal.
I could not accomplish this feat without the outstanding mentorship of Varun.
I would like to thank EduHubSpot for all the support that was given to me in this journey.
If you're looking to be certified just like me, EduHubSpot is your go-to place.
Thank you, EduHubSpot, for helping me become a PMI Certified professional.
I want to give credit to my success to the EduHubSpot team.
Hey Gaja Lakshmi, congratulations on passing the PMP certification. And yeah, how is your feeling right now?
Thank you so much, Gautam. First of all, I didn't expect that I'd be certified PMP so quick in such a short span of time. Because whenever people, my managers, whenever I had been a trainee or when they spoke about PMP, it was something like a massive thing. It cannot be cracked easily. That's what was their, that was the thought I had until I cleared it. And it was all made possible just because of EduHubSpot and especially you. Your
Thank you.
mentorship. Exactly.
Thank you, Gaja Lakshmi. As I always tells you, of course I supported you. The primary reason you passed is your hard work. See, I have literally seen how much hard work and how much consistency you have put in behind this PMP certification, and you deserve this success. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you
See,
so much. Yeah.
to be honest, I'm not surprised you passed. I know you will definitely pass, but I'm so happy for you. I'll tell you the reason why I'm especially so happy that you passed the certification. You always have that helping tendency. Yeah, I know you. Even after you passed, you are making lot of LinkedIn post. That post is really guiding PMP aspirants how to start their certification and everything. That is the reason I have decided to do this interview, Gajalakshmi. When I conduct an interview with you, definitely you will be sharing how you prepared, and your feedback will reach larger audience. Thank you so much for accepting for doing this interview with me.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, Gautam, because it like why I created those LinkedIn posts is that when I was looking for to do the PMP, I was just checking in my circle, but there was no proper guidance to me, and nobody in my circle had already completed PMP. So that's where I thought, okay, once I achieve this, I should create an example or tell everybody so that they are getting the right guidance and the right direction. So that is the reason I did those things.
High respect for you for this. High respect. Good, good. So, yeah, I have a set of questions which I wanted to ask you, and let me start with that. And can you please share your professional background?
Yeah, sure. I'm with IT industry for nearly 16 plus years. So I had started like a developer tester and then just moved on with like a product owner, scrum master. So all the roles I had performed. So it was like easy for me when taking up the PMP study as well to correlate how actual IT industry works and things. But only thing is the decision that we take in the project is actually different. The PMI is the ethical one and right one, and now I'm just tuning myself to implement the decisions based on the learnings that I have done.
Oh, that's very nice to hear. Whenever my students say that, Gautam, I have started applying all the things I learned in practice, I'll be so happy, and good that you have started doing it. I'm really happy. And second question I have, Gajalakshmi, how did you study for the PMP exam? What materials you used? You start from the beginning, how you started this journey. Yeah.
Okay, great. So as I told you, I did not have much information about this PMP, so I just enrolled with a training partner. So as everybody promises, they just give a boot camp, and the boot camp, okay, it went okay. I couldn't say it went well. Also, once the boot camp is done, we were actually looking for a study plan from the mentor, but it was like he gave all the list of books like PMBOK 6, 7, Agile Process Guide, and everything. It was I felt yes, I'm a good student, meritorious student, but still reading all these books amidst my family and project is not actually feasible. I just held. I was looking like I need something more. I should travel in the right direction. I can't stop with it because I already started with the PMP. I wanted to complete it. So I was just looking at that point in time, Varun's masterclass. I just looked upon an ad for him. I attended his masterclass. It was actually mind blowing. The first credit I should give to Varun because he convinced me because already I've spent a lot of money for the first training, and he convinced me such a way that I'm definitely not going to fail in this. I'm going to be in the right hands. That's what I felt, right hands. And the way he told, we can by keyword methodology or the different strategies that he was saying to interpret the questions, all this I was really convinced. And the day, on that same day, I just made a payment, the entire payment for the EduHubSpot. So that's where my first pathway or first step actually got started. The next one is, I when I just I got your email saying, yeah, congrats on getting enrolled in my program, and now you ask me like how much hours I can spend daily. That was actually difficult for me. Weekdays it's very very difficult, but because everything is completely packed, I don't have spare time at all. That's what I could say. At least weekends somehow we can take the time, but you were very strict saying that weekday definitely we have to put in effort. And that's where I did, and I was just trying to see if I could get some time in my regular schedule. I was doing my value stream mapping. I was seeing what are the non value added tasks that I'm doing, so that I can pick all those up and grab that time, at least getting 1 hour for the study. I was thinking, I found that nothing can be deleted from my schedule. And that's how what I did is I just woke up little early from my regular schedule. I woke up early, so that initial first week I spent 1 hour of time. The when I'm waking up early, I wasn't feeling sleepy. The videos, everything, it was making me so enthusiastic. Learn things. It was like every time I feel fresh. Oh, I'm learning something new. I when the concept enters into my mind, I get this feeling. It was actually making me move forward, and I spent 2 hours more in the next week.
Okay.
I woke up little one more hour earlier, like that. And the third week onwards, it was like exactly 3 a.m. I'll wake up, and 3 to 6 is my study time. And because from 6, I have my regular course, family course, project work, everything I have to manage. So exactly 3 to 6, I'll never feel sleepy at all, to be frank. And credit goes to Varun because of his interactive videos. Because I had already attended another training, right? So that was actually like just going through the slides. It was redundantly going. It was not actually giving that feel. But when I was listening to Varun's video, it was like as if I'm in a classroom, and Varun is interactively telling me, okay, note down, hey, here is the keyword, like that. It was so interesting, and I did not feel bored or sleepy as well, I would say. So
Okay.
that is how my journey started. And two things I would actually point it out, like how I did things. Maybe it can help others as well. Because when I was taking the videos, I ensured that I maintained notepad and pen, not like noting down in the system or something like that. Because when I what I felt is that if I write down something, it will enter into my mind. Though I did not take time to revise the concepts, because it is just when entering the concept itself, the notes, I felt it's entering into my mind. And when Varun calls out like it's a separate keyword for this particular process or something, I just turned my book, reversed my book, and wrote the keywords separately. So this keywords is going to be my revision area when I'm taking up my mocks or going before the exam, or even entering before the Pearson Center. Just these is because going through the entire notes is not feasible. So I just partition such a way that my notes is separate and my keywords are separate, so that
Got
I
it.
can go through. And in addition, whatever boot camp, the same concept you had explained, but in a different examples, even that was awesome. I would say, I would call it out. It was like, okay, two different knowledge areas I'm getting from two different perspectives I'm getting. And it was I felt that I thoroughly enjoyed my PMP training journey, I would say. Even your notes, I took it separately so that I'm not getting confused. And but keywords, it was going to be one and the same for both of Varun as well as yours. So this is how I did my study, and it was really a pleasant journey, I would say, and enriching journey, I would say.
Thank you, Gaja Lakshmi. I think you can make a copyright book on PMP, right? You have two different notes. Thanks for sharing this. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
The
And
most special thing is that we need not read any books. It doesn't mean that we need not go by the standards. See, all these information you people are giving us with the real time example, so that we don't have time to read. It is something like, see, even during our college days, we would have just for one topic, we would have listened stories from our friends and write the exam, right? It is
yeah,
just, I got the same feel here from EduHubSpot, from especially you and Varun.
thank you so much. And next question I have is, what was the most challenging part you had while you are preparing for this PMP journey, and how did you overcome it?
Okay. The most challenging is like balancing with the family and study. That was the most challenging I felt, because my kids are very small. They are just toddlers. My younger one had a dengue fever, so 10 days I did not give even off for my study actually. But see, at the moment I told 3 o'clock I'll go for study, in between her high fever would be there for her. She would actually look for me. I would not be near her. So once she calls, immediately I'll just put off the laptops and just go make her sleep and make her give her all the medicines. And meanwhile, when I'm making her sleep on the lap, I'll just take my EduHubSpot, the app we have in our mobile, right? Android app. So there I'll take the exam, whatever questions that already we have done. So it will be like I'm not wasting my time. I'm revising to see whether I'm thorough on my concept. I'll take that exam because going through the slides is not feasible at that point in time. So I'll handle a mobile in one hand and handle my baby in another hand.
Trust me, Gajalakshmi. See, I have this. I'm speaking from my heart. I have never seen such motivated and hardworking person like you. And this success you really deserve. And on a funnier note, whenever my friends ask, while I'm doing this. We'll do some games with our friends. Whenever they will ask that, Gautam, in the next birth, do you want to come as a man or women? I always used to say as man, because I know the responsibility that women is holding, and I can't do it. I can't take that much responsibility. Really, hats off to you,
Yeah,
for
thank
that.
you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah. Thanks
Yeah,
for
and
sharing.
one more thing I want to point out is that I did not compromise my family or the project work. I just compromise my own sleep time. All compromises with myself, not with. I did not bother. Say, for example, Independence Day went on during my preparation, so my son had to give a speech. I made him, trained him. I just took him to the school. All those additional things I did, but only like extra, safe, watching a movie or all those things I cut off, because
Very inspiring.
every entire weekend is just for my study. But my main thing, say, even when festivals there, Vinayak Chaturthi festivals there, I did justice like a family women. Whatever all things we have to do for the puja, I did. But at the same time, I got up early. Weekends, weekdays, every day I woke up early, because I
Mm.
don't, should not compromise this time, because rest of the time is in not my hand. It is like people come and disturb me, but at least these 3 hours is in with me. So that's how I did my study.
Hats off to you, Gajalakshmi. Really, hats off to you. Yeah. See, you hold a big experience behind this PMP certification process. I have a next question. What were the most important lessons which you learned, while you are studying for this PMP? It's not I'm talking about the technical subject. I'm talking about some social lessons or some family lessons or something. I'm asking
Yeah,
about
that's a
that. Yeah.
really good question, actually. See, when I was doing the PMP, I found that, see, if you are dedicated in doing one thing, you can definitely achieve it if you
Mm,
have the right direction. That
mm,
is one main thing I got it. And I thought, see, whatever it is, I can achieve. Even be it, I have my additional things, but still, I can. This was my additional priority other than the existing thing, but still, I was able to achieve. And next one is that, after going through this PMP, like I was able to see everything in the project management view. See, be it the ARR Rahman concert was there, I was thinking, so wouldn't they? It was actually cancelled for the first time. So I thought, they have already come up with the risk strategies. So what is the mitigation plan they would have come up? So all I was thinking everything as a project management only. Even when there was a Vinayagar setting in our street for the Vinayak Chaturthi festival, I was thinking they were making all the setup and all. So I was thinking, see, what are all the things they would have done, how they would have planned things. So everything I was thinking in this project management until this PMP, I was thinking only IT is the projects, whatever we do in work. So this actually gave me a different opinion, or different lessons, I would say, actually.
that's nice. That's nice. And can you share your experience on the actual PMP exam? So, how was the actual PMP exam?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I was really, you were actually much more confident than me, I would say, Gautam, that I would be clearing it well, I would be doing well. That was actually my second stress area, because whatever people can expect things, I should satisfy your expectation. So that was my main thing. And another one is that when I was doing my mocks, actually, you were saying that I was scoring well, and but still, I felt that whenever I was reviewing my incorrect answers, I felt, okay, these are the simpler things. How did I miss it out? So that kind of feel came in, and that's why I was very much worried about the exam. But frankly speaking, exam was really a cakewalk for me. It was much easier. I felt, am I really taking the PMP? I got that feel. It was because of the type of questions that you all brought up in the mock. So much of effort you have put in such a way that mocks actually appear tough than the real PMP. Because when I was taking the mock ups, I would be completing around 60 minutes before. You remember, I even in a
Yeah,
call, I was telling you,
yeah.
Gautam, I'm not sure if I'm on the right track because people say it is difficult to manage time, but I'm completing 60 minutes before. I don't know what to do. And you're
You're too
saying, no,
smart.
no. Maybe I'm reading things faster, the questions, I think. And when you told me that I'm on the right track. So I realized that exactly during my PMP exam, see, we have to split our time like 60 questions with 70 like that time slot. So but my internal time setting is like 60 minutes for the first questions, but to my surprise I completed in 45 minutes
Mm.
the first 60 questions. So like this I went, and there was not much questions to review as well, and at last I completed my exam before 75 minutes, and it was like, okay, I've done my job. And but only thing that is that because of the new rule that they would not be publishing the results, that was little actually it was not making me calm until I see the results. Because it was like the day when they launched this, that was my exam day. That was actually and one more thing, we had the bunt on Karnataka Bangalore on that day, so it was like everything blessing in disguise, something like that it was. But at last it was really a good experience for me, and I cracked it. Seeing that congrats from the PMP, I felt really happy. In fact, I was early morning 4 o'clock, I think I was just checking my mails, and seeing that tears actually came out of my eyes, I felt yes,
Nice.
I've made it. Because if
That's
I don't clear, I don't know what else I can do, because I did best to my extent, so I don't know what else I could do. That was the only worrying part for me.
So when I, as I always say, Gaja Lakshmi, when I have even 1% doubt on any of my mentees that they won't clear the exam, I won't send them for the exam. So with you, I was 200% confident you will clear. Good, good, good.
Correct, correct. And
And
one more
yeah,
experience I would wanted to share. Like two things. Okay, when we were doing the homeworks, we have homeworks with EduHubSpot, right? That's a mind blowing actually practice that Varun had come up really, because it is like giving like a trusty feel, like someone is behind us saying, okay, yes, you're going in the right track. Please proceed forward. It gives that kind of motivation, and there are deadlines as well, right? So what I personally did is assume that today's Tuesday, is Friday is my deadline for, or Thursday is my deadline for my homework. I ensure that I complete a day before. So
mm,
Wednesday, I'll plan internally. When I complete the homeworks on Wednesday, I'll be very happy to send the email to you. See, I've completed this. This is my score. It gives you such a personal motivation that okay, I'm doing it on the just before the deadline. And also, this has actually helped me into plan such a way that I did not miss any of my deadlines. That might be worst situations, something I had to do on my project or any extra work I had to do. So at least I'll be doing it on the deadline, but I never missed my deadlines. So this was the one of the reason why I was able to be exam ready in 6 weeks, I would say. Actually,
mm,
you gave me a go ahead in 6 weeks
yeah,
after my study,
yeah,
and but I completed in 8 weeks. Reason is I did not get the exam slot. I had to
yeah,
wait for 2 weeks.
yeah.
So yeah, otherwise this was not possible. So I just ensured that I completed before the deadlines.
That's nice. That thanks for sharing this. And also the next question I'm so much interested in asking you. Your PMP journey is pretty longer. You know, before EduHubSpot, you already got
Yes.
trained with another training institute. Now I have this question to you. What would you do differently if you had to retake the PMP exam?
Okay, it is like just okay, not only PMP, I would say. If I'm going to go with the next certification blindly, I'm not going to inquire any other training partners. I'm just going to go with EduHubSpot because I have seen, I've experienced the way how the materials have been coined, how the training is being given, how we are made for exam ready, and how we are made for project, the role, how we are being ready for that role as well. So it is like blindly I'll be just going with EduHubSpot without much inquiry or things. And be it whoever is going to come and suggest me, I'm going to explain this experience and I'm going to make them feel, because many of them after my PMP exam, many asked me and I just told them how they are doing. They actually felt impressed, and that is why many actually had I had referred to you as well.
So, if you ask me which students have maximum referred people, I would say you because you have a very good connection. And thanks for doing that. Really, thanks
Yeah,
for
it is
doing
not only the reason that referral, it is like something they should not go this take this pain, or again they should not undergo these things. They should be on the right track in the first attempt, and that is why I'm just trying to, because I'm sure if they are in the EduHubSpot hands, they are in the correct direction.
Thank you so much, Gaja Lakshmi, for doing this. My last question: your experience with EduHubSpot.
It is just not a, training relationship. It is just they are EduHubSpot mentors are just mentoring us. They are just traveling. Even see, even I've completed PMP just few weeks before. Still, our journey continues, and like the rapport, it is like giving a family feel. Actually, I would say
Thank
it's such a feeling I've never got with any of the training partners because I've attended so many trainings and I've got many certifications. But still, this bonding I had never experienced with anyone actually.
Thank you so much, Gajalakshmi. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's what we have came end of
Just
our.
one quick question I have.
Sure, sure.
Just observe the logo actually. Even in our screen, we have now the EduHubSpot.
Yep.
That is actually denoting ENH. Is that alone or something else? Because for me, there is another, the EH, EduHubSpot.
EH. Okay. Okay. So,
That actually,
uh,
it
uh,
gives me two views. Let me know if you people designed it that way or I'm thinking it different.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I just want to listen from you.
Okay, actually,
Mm,
this Edu HubSpot, I feel it like it is E as well as H together. EH,
mm,
Edu
mm,
HubSpot.
mm.
Another one is like, one is the mentor and another one is the trainee, the student, where this mentor is actually throwing all his knowledge and lighting the trainee. I feel it that way. I'm not sure if you people designed it, but every day when I taking the training or doing the course, I feel this and this concept comes into my mind. So I wanted to verify that with you.
Can I ask you one thing? Can I steal this idea from you?
Oh, that's
This
great.
means at the time of designing, we have not thought like this, but this is a good way of analyzing our logo. But I'm going to steal it from you, Gajalakshmi.
Sure, sure. I'm so happy.
Thank you so much, Yaar, for taking time and sharing your experience. Yeah, I had a good time mentoring you, and I had a good time in this 20 minutes, time as well. The time I was conducting interview with you. All the very best, Gajalakshmi, for all your future endeavors. As you mentioned, our relationship is not going to stop here. We're going to stay in touch. All the best.
Thank you so much, Gautam. Thank you.